Backstage heat, WWE stars demand major changes. Please subscribe my channel and get daily WWE update news. Significant shifts are being sought by prominent WWE talent behind the scenes as the locker room reportedly grows restless. In recent weeks, whispers of frustration have turned into open discussions among top names who feel creatively stifled and underappreciated. What was once the world's most tightly controlled wrestling environment now appears to be simmering with tension as some of WWE's biggest stars push back against management decisions that they claim are limiting their potential and damaging their connection with fans. Multiple sources have suggested that this wave of unrest began shortly after a series of controversial booking decisions and abrupt creative changes that left several ongoing storylines without satisfying conclusions. For the superstars involved, this has been the breaking point. They want change, real change, and are no longer afraid to say it out loud backstage. Wrestlers who have built their careers on the independent circuit or in other promotions before joining WWE reportedly feel that their creative voices are being ignored. They argue that WWE's current system is too restrictive, relying on scripts that eliminate the spontaneity and authenticity that once made wrestling magic. Some of these stars believe that their characters are being flattened into corporate molds, stripped of individuality, and made to follow a creative plan that doesn't resonate with fans or themselves. One veteran insider described the situation as a growing storm of creative rebellion. According to several reports, many wrestlers are demanding more control over their promos, match outcomes, and overall story arcs. This is not just about airtime, it's about artistic expression and respect. The same source noted that frustration has been building since the merger of WWE and UFC's parent company, TKO Group Holdings. With the corporate oversight tightening, some superstars believe decisions are now being made based on marketability and sponsorships rather than pure storytelling and in-ring performance. Recent on-screen product has only added fuel to the fire. Fans have noticed uneven pacing in storylines, repetitive rivalries, and sudden disappearances of certain characters without explanation. The creative inconsistencies have led many within the company to point fingers at the leadership team, questioning whether management is listening to the locker room or simply protecting its own agenda. In particular, several younger stars who were once promised strong pushes feel abandoned, while established veterans are tired of being recycled into roles that don't evolve. A few have even hinted at possible exits if things don't improve. These tensions have not been gone unnoticed by the WWE universe, as subtle signs of discontent have appeared during live shows. Some superstars have delivered promos with a noticeable edge of realism, blurring the line between fiction and frustration. On social media, cryptic posts and subtle likes have hinted at deeper issues behind the curtain. One anonymous WWE insider said that the atmosphere backstage feels more divided than it has in years. While Triple H continues to be the face of WWE's creative direction, reports suggest that he's now caught in a tug-of-war between corporate expectations and locker room demands. Under his leadership, WWE has made great strides toward a more wrestling-focused product, but even his supporters admit that his vision may be constrained by higher-ups who prioritize business metrics over creative freedom. The result is a volatile environment where everyone, from top stars to developmental talents, is watching carefully to see which direction the company moves next. Some of the rumored names at the center of this movement include stars from both Raw and SmackDown who feel their characters have plateaued. They're said to be advocating for deeper storylines, longer-term planning, and a more collaborative creative process. For them, the goal isn't to take over the writing room, but to have their voices heard and respected in how their stories are told. This type of movement isn't entirely new in WWE history. In the past, similar waves of discontent have led to major shifts in company culture, from the Attitude Era's rise out of mid-90s frustration to the modern evolution of NXT talent influencing main roster storytelling. However, this current situation feels different. With the global spotlight brighter than ever and fan engagement at an all-time high online, every backstage rumor or leak instantly becomes headline news. WWE can no longer keep such tensions hidden for long, and the company knows it. Management reportedly held several closed-door meetings recently to address the growing unrest. Sources say Triple H, Nick Khan, and several top producers sat down with talent to hear their grievances directly. While details of those meetings remain private, insiders have claimed that some changes could be implemented soon, possibly reshaping how storylines are built going forward. Yet, skepticism remains high among the roster. Many believe they've heard similar promises before, only to see nothing change. Some superstars are taking a wait-and-see approach, while others are already exploring backup plans, including potential moves to AEW or other international promotions where creative freedom is more common. Fans might start noticing the effects of this tension sooner than expected. Sudden changes in storylines, surprise turns, or unexpected absences could signal deeper issues rather than planned creative decisions. Observers predict that if WWE fails to address the core issues of trust and communication, it could lead to one of the largest waves of superstar exits in recent history. Industry analysts are watching closely, noting that WWE's talent dissatisfaction comes at a time when the wrestling world is more competitive than ever. AEW, NJPW, and even independent circuits have become viable alternatives for performers seeking creative satisfaction and professional respect. For WWE, maintaining its reputation as the pinnacle of sports entertainment will depend heavily on how it manages this internal crisis. The fans are divided. Some sympathize with the wrestlers, believing that creative stagnation has hurt WWE's storytelling for years. Others argue that the company has to maintain strict control to preserve its global image and brand consistency. Regardless of where fans stand, there's no denying that the energy inside WWE is shifting. This kind of internal movement, driven by top talent demanding evolution, could either usher in a new golden era or push the company into chaos. The line between storyline fiction and backstage reality is blurring fast, and the results could be explosive. Behind closed doors, emotions are running high. Some stars are reportedly using their influence to rally others, while a few remain loyal to management, hoping to ride out the storm quietly. For WWE leadership, the challenge lies in finding balance, honoring the company's traditions while evolving fast enough to keep their biggest stars happy. If history is any indicator, WWE has often thrived under pressure, transforming internal turmoil into some of its most creative eras. The key will be whether the company can channel this unrest into positive change rather than suppression. Fans are already speculating which storylines might shift as a result. Will underused stars suddenly rise? Will certain veterans take time off or even walk away? These are questions that could soon find answers in the coming months. Whatever happens, this isn't just another case of locker room gossip. It's a pivotal moment that could redefine WWE's internal culture for years to come. The superstars have made their stance clear. They want respect, creativity, and evolution. The next move belongs to WWE management, and every fan around the world is watching closely to see how they respond to the rebellion unfolding within their own empire.